Okay, so, somebody told me that they're walking around doing a jiggle, right? So, for those who were not here, we introduced this morning me. My name is Ayo Handy-Kendi. Ayo means joy. What I like to give to the world is joy. I've been so blessed. I've gotten so much joy in my life, despite a whole lot of adversities. Lost son, been dragged down the street after domestic violence, lost houses. I've been addicted to drugs. I've worked and through a lot of stress and trauma and drama. I'm 30 years drug free, and a whole lot of what I have done related to me using breathing techniques as a way of managing my life, managing my stress, getting over all the traumas of life, right? And who in here got some traumas and dramas of life? Raise your hand. Okay, yeah. Everybody has a little bit of stress, right? And it's not that I gotta feel all stressed out, but it's what you do to manage the stress. And one of the most ideal tools is right here in our bodies. It doesn't cost us anything, y'all. You don't have to go to the gym and suit up, right? You don't have to buy nothing, right? All you have to do is know how to better use what the Creator has given us, which is called the breath of life. So again, I want to give thanks and praise and thanks. I really want to give thanks and praise and thanks. Because I don't have to be here, right? Come on, let's give thanks and praise and thanks. Because we do have breath in our bodies. And this morning there were some people whose breath did not come into their bodies. Yet, a lot of us, we all think we're breathing, right? Because we're here. But I'm going to say again, 9 out of 10 people are not breathing, which means that we're walking around half dead. Because if your cells are not getting the amount of oxygen, which is life, then that means that every time you take a breath, if your cells are not getting the life force, the oxygen, which is the first food of the cells, and without it, there is no life. And so we can live without actual food we put in our mouth for 45 days or more. We can live without the water for 21 days or more. But without the breath of life, 6 to 8 minutes, many of us are going brain dead. And so my goal in this session, I got a little longer time than I had this morning, is that we want to increase our life force. And you it, of course, with all participate. Okay? So let's all stand up. And if you can't stand up, that's all right. You can sit right in your seat. So I want everybody to put one hand on their chest and one hand on their belly. And while they're jiggling, I want you to feel breath moving in and out of your body, right? And I want you to jiggle. And I want you to jiggle how the kids do. Okay? What is this they call this? Y'all know the name of the thing. I gotta go slower, y'all. So you can jiggle like this. You can really jiggle, really get your shoulders going, okay? And I want you to really feel the energy going through your bodies, right? Everybody feel the energy going through your body? We're going to do what's called gibberish. Now with gibberish, I want you to turn to a partner, find somebody, okay? And I want you to tell she doesn't have a partner. Okay? Find partner. You don't have a partner, move. Go find some partner. Right. Okay, there you go. Now I want you to turn another person. And gibberish means getting it out. A big part of our stress and trauma is that we hold it all in, right? So instead, we're going to release technique. And the release technique is simply we allow whatever comes up. And we go blah, 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 blah. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can also, you can make faces. So you can actually do what we call the lion breath. Get mad. Stick your tongue out. Okay, right? So, so these are some laughter yoga techniques. And I'm certified in laughter yoga. I'm a certified breathologist. Um, I have a great grandson who's 27, who just sometimes I love him, but boy, oh boy, he can get on my nerves. He lives with me. And so instead of me trying to tell him off, a lot of times I just go in the room and I say, and so while he uses all these curse words I can't stand, I don't want to defile my mouth, but I do want to tell him how he gets on my nerves. Okay, so use gibberish. Use that as a way of releasing. Now, everybody put your hand over the chest and thumb right there at your belly button, okay? And close your eyes for a minute and feel all that energy that you increase by just using your mouth, using the breath coming up from your speaking, okay? And just connect for a minute. Now inhale in and let the belly do the work. Don't blow the breath out. Don't pucker up your lips. Just inhale in and open the mouth and just go, ah. Just release everything that maybe you didn't say, okay? All right. On the count of 3, we're going to open our mouth, open our eyes again. 1, 2, 3. All right? So we're doing releasing breath techniques. In a minute, we're going to do a total relaxation breath technique, okay? Why is breath techniques important? It is the first thing that comes to us in our mother's womb. We're breathing through the water of the oxygen in the womb. And then we come out into the world to the dry air. And in the dry air, we have to relearn how to breathe again. And then throughout most of our life, doctors just let us breathe any old way we want to. And they don't teach us that the best way to breathe is in the lower portion of our body. And they say, everybody take a deep breath, and everybody, and that's not a deep breath. Because what do we have here? Our lungs underneath of a skeletal wall. And there's no way for the lungs to expand. But here, where the hollow part of our body is, the lower portion, that's where the lungs are the deepest, the widest. They're really deeper in the back. They're bigger. But instead, we don't allow the proper mechanism to inhale in and exhale out. And since we do breathing 20,000 times a day, folks, 16 to 18 times a minute, anything you do that inefficiently throughout your life, that's the reason why Black people in particular, poor people, poor white people, poor anybody, people who are struggling with oppression and trauma and drama and stress, they spend a whole lot of their times, what? Holding their breath. Because they're holding their breath because the part of the brain that manages our pain says, don't breathe. And if you don't breathe, you don't feel. But the energy still of our emotions stay within us. What you don't feel, you don't feel. If you don't allow yourself to breathe through the emotions, then a lot of the emotional energy turns into what? Dis-ease, right? Dis-ease. So we got to release. We got to practice release techniques. And most of these release techniques are simply breathing techniques. So let's open our mouth. We're going to do a release technique. So we be stressed out, and we can go on through a whole lot, and we can just open our mouth, and what can we do? Let's 1, 2, 3. And if you don't have a place you can go and scream, they say, Curtis Blow say, all we need to do is what? Scream, right? Sometimes we need to scream. Another release technique. We're going to see how many people can laugh for 1 minute. And then we're going to do what we're going to push it away, okay? On the count of 3, we say fake it until you make it. 1, 2, 3. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, 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 ha. Whoa. Yuck, 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 yuck. Woo! Ha, 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 ha. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Whoa! Ha, 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 ha. Ah, ha, ha. Ah, ha, ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sometimes you can't laugh out loud. Sometimes you can only laugh in the silence. So we're going to do a half a minute of silent laughter. 1, 2, 3. The brain doesn't know the difference between real laughter and silent laughter. So if you want to heal, 10 minutes of laughter is equal to 30 minutes of an aerobic exercise. Yeah, right. People have been laughing through cancer. People went home, said they were going to die, and man came back. He was going to die in 4 weeks. He came back in 4 weeks. He had gone home instead, looked at sitcoms, and just laughed. And it has to be continuous laughter. It's not just the joke laughter, where we just laugh for a few minutes, ha, ha, ha. No, you want to laugh as much continuously, and in between it, you want to breathe, okay? Because laughter is breath, and breath is laughter. Another laughter technique is singing. Ah, ah. So everybody should have a song that when they feeling like they want to go off on somebody, you need to come up with your, I call it my go-to-it song. So my usual song is, use me. Oh, God, I stand for you. But when I'm mad, I say, use me. God, I stand for you. Here I reside as you show me. I get it really dramatic, and I allow the voice to express my emotions. I get it out, okay? And finally, we're going to do what we call pushing it away, okay? So need y'all stand up again real quick. We're going to do a breath technique. We're going to bring in our joy, and we're going to push away what we no longer need. And bring it in, and push it out. And bring it in, and push it out. We're going to bring in our peace, and we're going to let go of everything we no longer need. We're going to bring in love, and we're going to push out confusion. And we're going to bring in light, and we're going to push out gray. And we're going to bring it in, and we're going to let it go. And bring it in, and let it go. And bring it in, and let it go. And bring it in, and let it go. And in, and out. And the last one, inhale again. And you can bring it up, and you can bring it down. And sit down. This is the last finale. I want you to, again, put one hand on your chest. And put one hand on your belly. I want you to focus attention on your breathing. Sea breeze. And I want you to feel the breath of life. I want you to focus and notice If your chest is going up and down, just tell your chest to be still. Inhale in, push the belly out. Exhale, let the belly go back to the back of the spine. Inhale in through the nose. Feel your hand up on your belly. And open the mouth and just go, ah. Don't push out the breath. You're putting too much force on your lungs. Inhale in. Don't puck up your lips. Instead, just open the mouth and just, ah. Let it flow. Inhale in again. Let the belly come out. Hold the breath in the belly. And then as you release, let your belly go way back to the back of the spine. Let your neck just roll around your neck socket. Gently, slowly. We have a lot of tension in our neck and our shoulders and our upper back because most of us breathe inefficiently. We're using our shoulder muscles. We're using our neck muscles. But they're not muscles for breathing. We want to instead breathe into the hand on our belly. Feel your belly coming out. Just the opposite. And exhale in. And let the belly go to the back of the spine. And as you inhale in this time, lift your shoulders up by your ear. Tight, tight, tight. 1, 2, 3. Let the hands drop and just go, ah. And inhale in and let the shoulders go up tight by our ears. This is a de-stressing breath. And let the shoulders just go, ah. And once more, inhale again. Shoulders up, tight, tight, tight. And open the mouth and just go, ah. Right, shake, release. Let the shoulders move. And give thanks to the Creator for the opportunity that you get every single day to have the breath of life in your body. Because with the breath of life, you give your body what your body needs. It can help you. It can help you heal. It can give you the nourishment. It's the first thing we do when we come into this world. It will be the last thing we do when we leave this world. And everything in between will be made better by the way that we breathe. I was taught to always leave them laughing. Ha!